Welcome aboard Rocket Ship, the platform with the most relevant content for competitive examinations. We bring to you a question that might appear in GS Paper 1 of Civil Services Main Examination. So let us read out the question together. Despite its ill effects on environment, why is coal indispensable for India's energy mix for the foreseeable future? How can technology help in making coal more sustainable and cleaner than it is now? So, as usual, the question has two parts. In the first part, you have to establish the irony of the situation that despite its many ill effects on environment and otherwise also, coal will still be indispensable as far as India's energy requirement, energy mix is concerned. And in the second part, you have to give examples of some technological solutions which can help in making coal more sustainable and cleaner. So, in my opinion, you should introduce this answer. You should introduce your answer by establishing this irony of the situation. How it is ironical? We can give the example of India's INDCs, that is intended nationally determined contributions, which if you might recall that the India's INDCs call for 50% of our energy requirement to be met through renewable energy sources by 2030. Please try to recall this very important piece of information, that India has set the target of achieving 50% of its energy requirements through renewable energy sources by the year 2030. This is one of its INDCs, that is intended nationally determined contributions under the Paris COP, under the UNFCCC. At the same time, India's coal, again to establish the irony, India's coal production is likely to cross the billion metric ton mark in the year 2024-25. We are giving an extra piece of information here that in the year 2023-24, India's coal production, coal mining was 997 million ton, and naturally in the year 2024-25 it is likely to cross the billion metric ton mark. Please recall this, please try to remember this figure. So the irony is just stark. On the one hand, we are saying that coal is detrimental to the environment and it has other ill effects also. On the other hand, we are setting the target of increasing our coal production. So, greenhouse gas, while the ill effects of coal are no secret, we know that the coal has many ill effects, as the question talks about: greenhouse gas emission, GHG emission, particulate matters which choke the air, especially in the cities. We know that the dire condition that happens in Delhi and other cities of India. Then deforestation to mine coal lying underneath, displacement of people settled over coal reserves. Coal mining gives rise to many issues. There are many issues associated with coal issues. Naturally, we got to ask why, in spite of the environmental and social footprint, that is the large environmental and social impacts which are mostly harmful, why is coal still indispensable? As you can see, the adjoining graphic gives out some of the reasons which make coal indispensable for India. First is its abundance. It is that makes it cheaper source of energy, that makes it affordable to a large number of people. Then, unlike petroleum and gas, it is indigenously mined, as it is available in India itself. It is indigenously mined, and this helps trade balance it helps us balance our trade, which otherwise actually registers quite some trade deficit. And also India's energy security, because it makes India somewhat independent in its energy requirements. Then comes storage. As far as renewables are concerned, we haven't still cracked storage. So this makes renewable still costly, because storage is still costly. This makes renewables unaffordable, and we have to depend on coal. Indirectly, we are saying that we have to still depend on coal. Then coal has other uses of coal. For an example, in steel making, in cement production, etc. If you might recall that steel making still requires quite some coal. Coal is the prime reduction agent. It is used to reduce the iron oxides into you can say elemental iron. Then there is also the related question of climate justice. How it works actually: the rich countries have benefited from coal, and naturally the developed countries are pointing to the hypocrisy of the rich countries when they are telling you to shun coal, because coal is obviously cheaper, and in the first place the developed countries, the richer countries, had benefited from their coal use, and now they are telling you to again leave all your coal underground. Anyway, as things stand, now we are elaborating these points. As things stand, coal is abundant. Again, we are repeating the point that coal is abundant in India, and this makes it cheaper. You might add that India has one of the largest reserves of coal. By some estimates, it has the fifth largest reserve of coal all over the world. So that means anyway, what we are saying, that coal is abundant, that makes it cheaper and affordable. Next point, as we have discussed in the passing, unlike crude oil and gas, coal does not need to be imported. Therefore, it helps balance our trade deficit and also ensures our energy security. You might understand that independence in energy is one of the what you can say, a factor in energy security. And for all the promises of renewables, they still suffer from intermittency. What we mean, that renewables are not available round the clock, and especially they cannot be ramped up or down as per demand. You can understand it from the example of wind power, which is not available when the wind is actually not blowing, and that means while you might need more power than usual, but wind power cannot be ramped up. And even if we were to take solar power has achieved grid parity. Please highlight this term, grid parity. Grid parity. What grid parity means? It means its price has come down to the level of regular electricity supplied by DISCOMs, that is distribution companies. But it cannot be used. It cannot be used after sunset, and battery or storage is still costly. Battery or storage is so costly that it is unaffordable to most people. Again, you might have this experience that in an inverter battery setup, the battery is almost 3 to 4 times costlier than the inverter. Anyway, coal's other uses, as we have discussed, in steel making, cement, etc., also make coal mining inevitable. Then again, the question of climate justice. Developing nations argue that developed nations who are primarily responsible for most greenhouse gases through burning of coal are denying others this same opportunity, while coal is still cheaper and can help us bridge the energy scarcity gap, and in this way it can aid in development, in economic development. However, now we will cite the example of some technological solutions. However, technological solutions can be employed to make coal a more sustainable and cleaner option. First is the assortment of technologies, which are collectively called the clean coal technology. It includes desulfurization of coal before its actual use, fly ash reduction while it's burning, and other processes to capture the flue gas and so on, flue gas burning and so on. Anyway, you do not have to elaborate so much. Anyway, what happens? The clean coal technology can reduce pollution caused by coal supply chain, the entire supply chain of coal. Then we have the example of coal gasification. One of the projects which are being experimented with is by Coal India in Odisha. In Odisha, Coal India is trying to convert coal into chemicals directly. Anyway, coal gasification is cleaner than solid fuel. Coal gasification is cleaner than solid coal. Solid coal. Then we have supercritical thermal power plants. What actually happens? These supercritical thermal power plants, they burn coal at a much higher pressure than usual, and this means they can harvest more power or more energy per unit of coal. They harvest more energy or more power per unit of fuel, so that makes them more efficient than the usual thermal power plants. This also can help in making coal greener in a sense. Anyway, what is our epilogue? How do we conclude? We can say that with its abundance, import independence, convenience of thermal power in terms of round the clock availability and the ability to ramp it up or down, coal is still indispensable. However, technology like coal gasification, clean coal technology, etc., can make it cleaner and more sustainable. So that is how we establish our answer. That is how we end our answer. But as usual, before we sign off, we have to remind you of writing a few essays before your actual examination. Because as we have often elaborated, often repeated, that write essay is one of the papers which are really low effort but high impact. They will decide whether one crosses the finishing line or not. Anyway, please do some essay writing also. And this is all for today. We wish you all the best. Thank you.